Hi, welcome to Rose Opal Knits, a crafty channel.
This is episode 90, and I'm Daphne.
And I'm Erica, and we are a mother-in-law, daughter-in-law duo from Delaware. So hey, how you doing? Welcome. If you are returning, we appreciate you choosing to spend some of your time with us. And if you are new, we hope you stick around and you like what you see. Like I said before, this is a crafty channel, and we talk a lot about knitting, some about crochet, and a little bit about cross stitch. And then every once in a while, there'll be something else thrown in there. And I am Erica, the mother-in-law. I'm married to my high school sweetheart. We have 4 children, 3 boys, 27, 20, and 15, and a daughter who will be 7 next week. Daphne is married to my oldest son.
Yep, and we have 4 kids, 4, 3, 2, and 5 months now. So,
Yep. And we are a multi-generational household, so our house is busy and loud and a lot of fun, and sometimes it's not so much fun, but we make it work. And we always try to relax and calm down with our crafts. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into the crafty goodness. We do have some cows and mows going on. We will mention those as they, pop up in the conversation. And today I have just knitting.
I have 1 crochet, right? Yes. 1.
Oh, you didn't bring up your sister's blanket?
Nope, I forgot it.
Okay.
It's fine. You'll see it later.
And
I haven't worked on it actually within
the last
video.
Week. Yeah, but you
so
had
worked on it. I did work on it,
yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And we have some purchases because we made a trip to our local yarn store at the end of last week after we recorded last time, and we met a friend. She started out as, someone we knew online. Now we've met her in person. And we didn't get any pictures.
No.
Because we
didn't think
we
about
didn't
it.
even think about it, but
you have to live in the moment. You can't get pictures of everything. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. But if you are in the Delaware area and you plan on visiting the Yarn Maven, let us know, and we will try to get there to meet you. And so let's just jump right in because we don't have a whole lot of time today. I still haven't figured out my editing stuff 100%. So if you were here for the last episode, I'm having trouble with the editor that I've been using this entire time, but I am trying to, or I have plans to learn a new one. I got a recommendation from my son, and then a recommendation from Jessica of Coffee Bean Counter Knits. She has a podcast here on YouTube. I will link it below. And they both suggested Da Vinci. And so I'm gonna watch the how-to video and try to figure that out. Also, before we jump in, everything that we talk about will be in the description box below. If it's not there, you feel free to leave a comment and ask a question or email us. All the information where you can find us will be there. And we didn't say the date last time, but today is Thursday, October 5th. All right. So let's start with what I'm wearing. I am wearing the Gracious sweater by Espace Tricot. I knit it out of yarn that you can no longer get. It was a mystery club, a Hunger Games mystery club by Yarnbrary. And I'm not going to stand up, but there are all the colors. I do have a Ravelry page for this. I know one of them is Primrose Everdeen. One of them is the boy with the bread, PETA.
I think the boy with the bread is this one.
And
because it had pink in it.
Okay. That's not Primrose?
I think this one might be Primrose. No, this is Effie.
Effie. This is
Effie.
Effie
So
Trinket.
that one has to be Primrose. The one up here, I think, is Primrose. So
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this is Boy with Bread.
This is Stanley Tucci. What was his character? He was the, he
I'm
did.
thinking Hey Mitch. But
No,
the other one.
No, he did all the interviews.
What is his name?
I don't know. It'll probably come to me later. I've read the books and watched the movies, but I can't remember his name. Okay. And then this gray stripe that I added is Coop's Knit Socks, yeah, in one of their light gray colors. I can't remember.
It's gonna drive me crazy.
It's been a long time.
I'm gonna look it up.
Caesar.
Yes. Caesar Flickerman. Isn't
Yes,
it?
yes. I knew it would come to me. All right, so that's what I'm wearing. And I do have notes. I think I have detailed notes for this on my Ravelry project page. All right, you have a finished object, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you want to talk about that?
That's my only crochet thing. And it's for her daughter's birthday, which is what, like Wednesday?
Yeah, next Wednesday. Mm-hmm.
But it's a little mermaid.
So cute.
Look, I have to go back and steam block this so it's not curling so much, and these. But, anyways, this is her. Yeah. It's the Flower Sprite by Critter Stitch on Etsy. Critter Stitch Designs on Etsy. I've knit the other sprouts, like the mushroom one and the flower one. So, my Rose likes mermaids, so she's getting a mermaid. And I made the hair and like while she was around me. Like everything else I didn't make while she was around me, but I was like, I'm gonna do the hair while she's by me. She's not gonna know what it is whatsoever. And I was like, it looks like an octopus while you're making it. But it wasn't actually that bad. I thought the hair was gonna be terrible. But
so did you modify the pattern to make it a mermaid?
I did.
Okay.
No. It is a mermaid.
Oh.
But it is supposed to be just the doll and then a mermaid tail.
Oh, and you made
and
it.
I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Yes, because I made my daughter the flower sprite, so her hat comes off and her overalls come off. And when you go pulling on this kind of thing, it starts to like wear out so bad, and then it starts looking bad. And so I see my daughter's doll, and I'm like kind of sad because it's all messed up because it's all stretched out and things. Hat doesn't stay on, nothing. So I didn't want the mermaid tail to come off, you know what I mean? Because I didn't want it to get ruined and like not fit the doll anymore. So I was like, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna make it one continuous thing. So the tail is supposed to be separate from the body, but I just modified it slightly. Like if you actually had the pattern, I'm sure I just picked up here above. I did the tail first, and then I picked up here with the tan, and then did the rest of the body according to the pattern. That's not actually giving anything away because there's way more you need to know to be able to get to that point. But yeah, I did do that because I didn't want it to get messed up.
So give us the deets.
Anyways, so this was in this bag by Angelina.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Ode to Artistry.
Yeah, I always forget the Etsy name.
I'm wearing earrings that I bought from Angelina. Her shop is called Ode to Artistry, and if I remember correctly, she and her daughters are the ones that contribute to the shop. But
so it stayed in this bag, and the yarns are all the same, just different colors. I'll show you them all. See them. So they're all color numbers, so I'm not going to go through the numbers. They're just hot pink, light pink, tan, and then a light yellow is what it is. But these aren't the right tags. These are
you should want the color numbers because you want to make this exact thing. Do you have them on your Ravelry page?
Not yet. I don't think this is
or
on there, but I can
comment
try.
And ask. Yeah.
I can get it. But it is Serdar Snuggly, 100% cotton, and I believe it's a DK weight yarn. So this is like look at the shiny. This is my favorite yarn to crochet with. I don't know why, but it is. And I used a 3.5 millimeter hook. It matches.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, so I think she'll like it.
Very cute.
Doesn't really fit in my bag now that it's all together.
I bet. Yeah. All right. So now we're just going to go ahead and get into the works in progress. How many do you have?
5.
All right. I have about the same. So you just talked, so I will talk. I'll show one that I showed in last episode. It's only been a week since we recorded last episode. This is in a bag by Oli of Cherished Stitch by Oli. And it is my daughter's tea, apple tea, that I'm still not finished with.
I'm still not finished with.
But I have made good progress. And I think I have enough yarn. I might not have enough of the purple, but I think I have enough purple and blue to finish it. So the last time I showed it, I was here and I completed the front panel. So that's the shoulders and the stitches on hold for the collar. And then I joined yarn to the back and I was down here and I completed the last repeat of stripes, and now I'm working in the solid purple for the back. So not too much more to go before I join the shoulders and do the finishing. So I know you guys have seen me talk about this for a while, so I hope you're not bored. And this is what I have left of the purple. And I don't know, I think that'll do most of the back. This is yarn by Knit Crate. It's TL Yarn Crafts. You think I would know it by now. But Yarn Crate isn't in business anymore, but just in case. TL Yarn Crafts Aldine Wool Interlock in the Haze colorway. It's cotton, linen, lyocell nylon, and I think it's a sport weight. And then the other yarns that I used are Knit Picks, and they are like that chainette type of yarn, just like the interlock. And they're linen. I think it's a linen cotton blend. I forget what it's called though. I don't have the tags anymore. But this is what I have left of the orange and the pink. And this is what I have of the blue. So I think I have enough to make it work.
I think
this is more of a fingering weight. It's a little bit thinner than the purple, but not much. I think they work well together.
I don't think you can really tell a difference too much. You can see like a very, very slight difference. If you look, I feel like you can see it in the orange the most, but that's it.
Yeah. And
hold it while you talk about it.
Okay.
You like sat it to the side.
Yeah, well,
I want to see it.
I can't hold everything.
But normally I like.
I know, but I didn't think about it.
I didn't have a baby this time. He's downstairs with my husband.
We tried to start with him, but he was just feeling too feisty.
He just wants to move.
So it's the Apple Tea by Danny Sunshine, and I'm knitting the largest size, which is the 10 years. And my daughter's only going to be 7, and it is a bit big for her, but I wanted it to be big.
That'll be cute.
And yeah, I think she likes it.
She hates trying on knitting, but then like once you're finished with it, she does like it.
And it's so funny because I've showed it to her several times, but I held it up to her the other night, and she said, "Is that for me?" And I said, "Yes."
She's so funny about things. She has to like you have to tell her everything like 100 times before she.
Because she only half listens to everything. I am knitting this on a US 5.
I mean, what little kid doesn't? You know what I mean?
All right, you want to talk about something?
I don't know what I'm talking about. We'll talk about this one. This one's Aldous. This is on my gnome bag by Red's Lady Creates. It's so pretty. But this is my coffee sweater. It's not actually a coffee sweater, but it matches the bag perfectly. This is my niece's sweater, actually. This is the mini season sweater by Ozetta. Quite a bit of I made more than I thought. Anyways, I was where that little ballerina is. So I'm just working down the body. I'm pretty close to being done, actually. I think. I don't know. It's an oversized sweater, and my niece is pretty petite, so I think I'm knitting like the 2 to 3 size. I think I'm knitting the second size. Pretty sure. It's on my Ravelry page. But, so I'm knitting it for her, and she's such a petite little kid. She's 4. And she's the same height as Paisley, so I can try it on Paisley. And Paisley does not like the feel of it. Have you seen her try it on?
No.
She's like so quick to get it off. So then I try it on Theo, because he's like the same height as the girls. Which he's only 2. So, but this is where it is. And this is like a half fisherman's rib, in case you were wondering. I feel like a lot of people show this kind of thing, and then you're like, what is that? Is it brioche or the half fisherman's rib or what is it? It's half fisherman's rib.
Very,
in case you were
very
wondering.
similar look.
Yeah, it
So.
is. So just if you wanted to know, it is half fisherman's basically. And the needles, I believe it's a US 10, which is 6mm. And I kind of stopped knitting on this because I have it on my clover needles from Michaels, and the yarn just doesn't go. You know what I mean? Like the chow glue needles, they just you can just go. You know what I mean? And I have to keep adjusting it. And I don't have a shorter cord. If I had a shorter cord, it wouldn't be a problem. But I'm struggling knitting on this because of the needles, and that's just because I prefer the metal.
So funny.
The metal needles. I'm gonna knit. Okay, so the adult
because it's a drop shoulder, right?
Yes, it's a drop shoulder, and so the adult size is a raglan, and I didn't know that, and I want to knit this for myself, so I'm gonna knit myself the largest mini. Oh, is that a seasons pullover? Just because I want the drop shoulder.
What is this yarn?
The yarn is Lion's Brand Woolies in the umber colorway.
Oh yeah.
I have like 9 balls of this because I was gonna make a dress for myself, and then I changed my mind. So now I'm gonna make sweaters.
Are you gonna make your out of that same? Okay.
Yep. But this is the second ball, so I'm hoping I can get like only break into the 4th skein ball, whatever it's called, and it would be good.
That way you have enough for yours.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll have enough no matter what, because it's a very oversized sweater anyways, and I'm pretty sure I can knit the pattern to pattern for one for myself, or relatively close. I mean, I'll probably have to knit it longer, obviously, but not much being changed in that, I don't believe. So we'll have to see.
All right, I'm going to show this project next. It's in my float tote by Nitty Natty, and Daphne crocheted it for me. And I have lots of yarn in a plastic bag that's from my advent of last year, 2022. And the last time I talked about it, I kept saying my advent 2023.
The needles poking through.
And these are scraps that I had in case I need to blend some more in. But this is a garter marler cardigan by Stephen West. Oops. And here it is. The last time I showed it, I had finished the neckband and just started the fingering held double to make the garter stitch marling yarns. But I think it's looking good. I mean, I'm trying to think about yarn, like where I put it. There are some short rows in here, I think.
Yeah, you can see the short rows on just this side because of the way it was done, right?
That's there too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So there are some short rows, so I completed those, and now I've made a couple of circular increases, and I'm getting ready to attach some more yarn. And I think I'm slowly working into some purples. So I'll probably accentuate the purple for a little bit and then maybe go into some blues.
And
then,
are you planning on going back towards like this look
and
at
then
the
working back towards, you know, the oranges and the greens and pinks and browns. That's my plan. So
I think it's pretty.
It is. I think it is too. So I am knitting this with my Knit Picks needles on a US 8, which is a 5mm needle. And I think I talked about this last time. I tried Stephen West's casting on. It's like the long tail cast on, but you never need to like measure your yarn out. I forget what it's called, but I had linked to the tutorial in a previous episode. But yeah, that's a lot of fun, and I'm excited to see it get bigger. All right. Oh, well, but now it would be a good time to talk about our Mal.
Oh, yeah.
Because we just talked about 2 sweaters. So right now we are currently hosting the Back to Blankets and Sweaters Mal on Instagram, and there is a hashtag for that. If it's not on the screen because of my editing issues, then it'll be in the description box below. But just join us on Instagram using the hashtag, and it's running for started September 1st and it's going to December 31st. There will be prizes. All the information's in the description box below. And whips are allowed. I've had people ask me, "Are whips allowed?" Yes, that's
the point of the mal.
We want to
because we have
encourage
so
you,
many.
to get out those whips, the sweaters and the blankets that you might have ignored during the summer months, and finish them up. So that's what we're hoping to do.
Yep. Okay, and then I have my pumpkin spice bag from Mountain State Stitches, and this is my Felix pullover. So it's black. You're not gonna be able to see it, and it's on an elevated cord.
It is on a small cord. That's all right.
I prefer to knit on a small cord. So if you see something on a long cord, it's because I have all my small cord somewhere else. But anyways, so I was up there, and I'm decently far. Actually, I think I have like 2 more of these lacy raglan. It's gonna be so hard. There you go. The lacy raglan increases to do before I split for sleeve. So I'm not that far, and I am knitting the second size. Look, I'm trying to show it better. You can
see it.
Yeah. So, but I also accidentally messed up one of the raglans. So, just by 2 rounds, like I just accidentally went on to the next section. But this is on a US 10. Actually, yeah, US 10.
Well, there's your 10.
No, I'm missing one still. I have 3.
Oh, okay.
I have 3 US 10s and I'm missing 1. And they're all Chow Goose. So that means I'm missing a cord too. And I don't know where it is. And I looked through all of my project bags yesterday.
These are
cannot find it.
These are markers by Grizzly. Tracy of Grizzly Knits. She's on YouTube. She has a shop on Etsy.
They're so pretty.
They are really pretty.
But this yarn is Pound of Love in the charcoal color, I believe. Yep. Pound of Love charcoal. Because I need a black sweater. I'm so excited for this. It's going to be so pretty.
Yeah,
it's a black sweater. But it's going to be so pretty. I feel like everyone needs a real basic, neutral sweater that's got something to it, you know what I mean? Like, not just plain, but I mean, something to it. And that's why I picked the Felix.
All right, so I've got 2 projects to talk about at the same time for a specific reason. Besides, I think I have more projects than you anyway.
That's fine. Okay. I have just 3 more.
So in this project bag by Dolphina Collection or something like that.
Dolphina Collection.
Are my socks for my sister-in-law. I showed them in the last episode, but I'm knitting them 2 at a time, but on different needles. So they're on 9-inch circulars currently.
What did you drop?
It is a point protector thing.
Oh, okay.
So I decided to knit Fish Lips Kiss heels, and the last time I showed it, I was right here on the heel. So I was about ready to start the boomerang row. So I did the boomerang row and then the bottom half of the heel. And I have completed that much of the foot, which she's a US 7 or a US 7.5. So I won't have to knit it as long as I knit mine. So that's the first one. And then I had
a 7, so
okay,
that can be your gauge.
And I had not started the Fish Lips Kiss heel on the second one, but I completed it and have the foot to the same length as that one now. So they're coming along, but not as quickly as they should, but that's because I was spending more time on my daughter's sweater in an effort to finish it. So the main yarn is Lang Super Socks in this color, which is 9010227, and the heel is this charcoal color. This is a West Yorkshire Spinners, I believe, or is it Opal? It might be Opal, actually.
I think it's an Opal. Is that the one you used for Christmas?
Yeah,
box?
this is an Opal. Yeah, Opal. So, and I am knitting these on a US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter needle, and I cast it on 60 stitches for her, and I knit about 15 rounds of a 1x1 rib. And since I decided to do a fish lips kiss heel for those socks, I pulled out this sock that I had started doing during summer sock camp. And this sock is for me. Oh, this is a bag by Susan of Delightful Works. Cute. She sent that to me. And because I knew I wanted to do either a fish lips kiss heel or an afterthought heel with this striping Felice yarn that Daphne gave me.
It's Rustic Cabin.
Rustic Cabin. And so I went ahead and completed the fish lips kiss heel on the sock as well. And the yarn that I'm using for the heel and the cuff, and I'll use for the toe as well, is Painted Lady by Barnyard Knits. So I believe on Ravelry, I think I call this project the Painted Lady in the Rustic Cabin socks. But yeah, these are for me. So I cast it on 64 stitches with a US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter needle. And these will take a back seat, but since I worked on them, I wanted to show what
Are you
I
going to
had
do the
done.
other one? Or you're not doing those two at a time, are you?
No, it's just one. Yeah, this is just one at a time. So those are those projects.
I'll do a small project. This is in my You Got a Bag bag, which is on Etsy. And this is Holden's hat. So I have a stitch marker somewhere. Yes, I do. Okay. Anyways, I was down there. So I didn't do a whole lot. I said I was going to get this done by the time we recorded. I did not, obviously. But it's okay. He has hats. He'll be fine. This is a Rafa's hat by Joji Locatelli. And I've knit this like, I don't even know how many times. Actually, it's a free pattern on Ravelry.
3 or 4 at least.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. I think it's 4. No, it's 5.
This is the 5th one?
It's 5. No, that's the 6th one. I've knit 5 already.
Okay.
Because I've modified it twice to make kid hats. So Isaac has one and Mason had one when he was a baby. He wasn't a baby. He was over the age of 1. He was a toddler. And then Holden has 3. Yes. This is the second green one. But anyways, this is the yarn. This is Barnyard Knits in A Walk in the Woods. So. And it is a fingering weight yarn. I believe the pattern calls for worsted. So I'm holding this double. But I've also done it with DK weight, and it turns out fine, basically. I knit the largest size, so for him. And needles are a US 6, which is a 4 millimeter. So I really like this one.
And he really likes wearing that hat, right?
Yes, this is his preferred hat, I believe. I think. He kind of just wears the hats I make him. Actually, he has not really worn the Musselburgh hat, and I'm kind of annoyed with that because that hat took forever.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, it was alpaca.
Oh, yeah, that's
wool
true.
nylon blend yarn, and I kind of finished it at the end of the season last year, right?
Yeah. So, and it hasn't really cooled down that much. So
he's already worn some of his other hats, so but of course none of those are double thick alpaca yarn.
So speaking of the Musselburgh hat by Isolde Teague, in this bag by Stitching Plaza, this bag by Stitching Plaza, is my Musselburgh for my husband, and I haven't made a lot of progress, but I made enough to get it off the 9-inch circular, so I figured I'd show it. I am knitting it out of this yarn, which is Dream in Color Smushy Cashmere. And there it is. Let's see. So this is a progress keeper by Tracy of Grizzly Knits. And I did about 1 inch. But now it's on a larger needle. And I just need to get through these increases so I can have it as, stockinette stitch knitting for when I am reading subtitles. And not a whole lot to say there. I am knitting it on a, see, I gotta take the glasses off. US 3.25 millimeter needle. And I think I'm planning to knit an adult medium. So when we first talked about this, we mentioned how we used Natalie of Knitty Natty's tutorial on how to cast on the muscle burra with a crochet hook, and it was a lot easier. But I needed that 9-inch circular for these socks. I did show these socks last week in another bag by Oli of Cherish Stitch by Oli. But I made a little bit of progress, so I'm just going to go ahead and show it because progress is progress, and then we'll be able to talk about our cow.
I did not work on any socks, actually.
So these are my Selena socks by Nicole Enzinger, Professor Pearl. She's on YouTube, and we'll link her down below. But the last time I showed them, I was up here in the cuff. I did shorten the cuff, but that's because I don't like a super long cuff. And then I started the leg of the foot. And the yarns that I'm using are by, oh, I'm drawing a blank. It was in her fall box last year, Granite State Yarns. Here's the tag. And the main color is this beautiful variegated oranges, pinks, reds,
look,
golds.
If this green
I don't know.
was just a blue, a teal, it would have been all of your favorite colors.
And called chrysanthemum, and then the mini is leafy green. And the Selena socks, in case you're new and you don't know, is a DK weight pattern. And we are currently hosting the Autumn Vibes DK weight sock knit along in our Discord group, which is free to join, and the link to it is down below. That will end on October 31st, and there will be prizes, which we're going to discuss one right now. Because it's a perfect time. Yeah, I'll put it in there later. Because it's a perfect time to mention it. So we talked about how we went to our local store, the Yarn Maven, to meet a friend, and our friend is Elizabeth of Holly Press Fibers, and she does have a podcast that you can watch on YouTube. She has not had a new episode in about half a year because she injured her hands, and so, but you could go back and watch the old episodes if you want to. But anyway, we met her. She had sent these to us before, I think during the summer.
Yeah.
She sent us two, but this is one of the prizes for the Autumn Vibes DK Weight Sock Cal in our Discord group. And this is on Lambkin's DK sock set, A Woven Woods and Elven Home. Yeah, 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. So it's 100 grams full skein and then 20 grams mini skein. So if you join us for that, you could possibly win this or something else. So I just wanted to show that. But yeah, it was so fun getting to meet Elizabeth and walk around the Yarn Maven and then sit and knit with her and her mom and her sister. And it was just nice. So, all right.
We're going to talk about this one real quick. This is in my Noble Character Crafts bag, and this is my daughter's Kiki bag. So if you don't know, she's being Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service for Halloween, and so I was like, I have yarn, I'm gonna make her a bag and a bow. So the bow's already done, but this bag's taking forever. Mind you, this was on another set of clover needles. I just need
so she borrowed
to de-stash my clover set and get more chagoos.
Yeah.
Because I always do that. I always like put them on the clover set, and then I'm like, I don't want to do this. So then I need.
She's borrowing my chagoos
you
currently.
You know what?
What?
I just don't have any cables. I have needles. I have a 10.5 needle. I have 2 of them.
Oh, do you? Oh.
So I might give you back your needles. And use my short needles. She uses the 5-inch needles. This is ridiculous.
I like a long needle.
Where are my needles? Okay. That's a fix. Never mind. Can't show you. I use the 4 inches. Or there's yellow set by Chagoo, which are the shorty sets. For the larger sizes, 10 to like 11. No, it's not. It's 10 to 13, I believe. But
Is it on this? Yeah.
is it? Yeah, those are 10. Yeah, those are the 4 inches. Look at that. So this is my 4 inch, right? Those are perfect. Or the 3 inch. 3 inches are great. Look at this. This is crazy.
It doesn't really look different. Oh, it's down here. You didn't have it up. Here, hold it up.
Well, that was the bottom.
I know, but I'm saying like you can. I don't know. I can see it better. From
Either way, I use the 4 inch tips or the 3 inches from the shorty set that is meant for sleeves and things. No, I use it for sweaters and everything else. But so this is just being made up as I go. But I was wearing that little candy corn knits, which is by Hey Country Creations, which does this really cute beaded stitch markers. It's so pretty. But anyways, it's a messenger bag if you don't know who Kiki is. So it's just a big old bag. I actually think I'm pretty close to being done. If I just do a couple more inches, I say a couple more inches because this is Aran weight yarn, so it's not that bad. But there's so many stitches, and it's just around and around in stockinette, and I'm kind of bored of stockinette. You know what I mean? So
if you make yourself do it like 30 minutes a day, you'll finish it though before you know it.
yeah, I don't do 30 minutes a day knitting, but so my plan is to knit this a little bit taller, and then I have a flap, so then I have to knit back and forth, obviously, and then there has to be a strap, you know. And when I go to do the strap, I don't know where I got it from, but someone knit their strap of like one of those cotton linen bags, you know, the grocery bags that they use. They did it, right? And as they did it, they steam blocked it and stretched it, so once you get to the length you want, it's not going to pull anymore.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try that. Because I don't want it, like, I think she's going to use that as her trick-or-treat bag too. So I'm also considering lining it, like, real rough. I do not actually sew, so I think I'm going to, like, hand sew it, like, a lining into it. That way it has at least some structure, so, like, lollipop sticks aren't sticking through it. Right? That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little bit of fabric. I think I can do that. I think I can manage it. Okay. We will see. But this is her bag. And it's getting there. So.
What's the yarn?
Oh yeah, the yarn. Look, it's a US 10.5, which is a 6.5 millimeter needle. And then the yarn is from Michael's. Hold on. I found needles in this bag. I swear I looked in this bag. Can you find out that size?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so this is the yarn. It is Michael's Craft Smart in the biscuit color. It's 100% acrylic yarn, but this is what I'm using.
There's a 10.
That's a fixed bow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Look, here are my clover needles in here still. And, okay, so since this yarn is right here, I'm going to talk about it. I have this yarn, right? And I'm being Kiki's mom. So, she's a witch too. She wears a navy blue dress and an apron. And she has big curly hair. It's like fluffy. It's not necessarily curly. But she wears a, what do they call it? Bandanas? So
Like a kerchief thing over her head.
yeah, basically. So I'm going to make myself one of those. And I don't know how exactly because it's a big old bow in the back too.
Here's a big old bow?
Yeah.
I don't
It's
remember.
like, yeah, it ends up being a bow in the back. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do that.
Does it have, it must have long strands or something that she ties in a bow or something.
Maybe something. I don't know. I have to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
We will get there. But this is my yarn. It's DK weight, and I don't know exactly where it's from or anything about it. But it feels like acrylic.
Do you still have 2 projects left?
No, I only have one.
Okay.
Just that one.
Okay.
And then purchase it.
All right. Well, I'm going to talk about these at the same time because they're kind of related. So in this Anne of Green Gables bag by Happy Mermaid Yarn Co., I have a pair of fingerless mittens. The pattern is by Leslie Friend, a friend to knit with here on YouTube. And these are the motive. Here, I'll just show my black and white picture. I don't ever print anything in color. But I'll show you my black and white picture. And since I showed them as a new cast on a couple episodes ago, I have knit that much.
You really did just cast on.
I know, I do. Uh-huh. I knit that much of the cuff. Feel how soft that is.
I know, it's cashmere.
No, it's not.
It's not?
It's Malabrigo.
No,
It's
it looks like the one you dyed.
Oh,
remember?
oh yeah,
That's
no. It's Malabrigo Rios in the aquamarine colorway. So it's 100% superwash.
Do you know where you
Worsted weight merino wool. I think that's one of the ones I made.
That's so pretty. Look at this.
I think. But so look at how pretty that is, and it's super soft. But I'm knitting these as a gift. So I just have, the reason I stopped knitting was because I think I was ready. I was thinking that was going to be long enough for a cuff, and I was going to go into the mitt.
I think so.
But, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to put these down. So, but they could be finished quickly if I devote a little bit of time to them. Her cuff is longer in the pattern, but I don't think I'm going to knit it that long. Maybe I'll add a little bit more length to it. And then in this bag that Daphne had given me.
It's from Amazon.
Mm-hmm. It's like a waterproof cosmetic bag.
Yep.
Is another.
It's like the perfect size for socks, in my opinion.
Is another fingerless mitt pattern by Leslie Friend, a friend to knit with. And this one is called the Beatrice Mitts. And I'm definitely not knitting the cuff as long as she has. But, and I'm not using self-striping yarn either.
Are these paid for patterns?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they are. I'm currently knitting this pair of mittens with Dream and Color Smooshy Cashmere in the Blurry Eyed colorway. Here it is. Very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It's like mossy greens and grays.
It's super pretty.
And when my socks were all on heels and I needed stockinette stitch knitting, I picked these up. I picked this up and did a little bit of knitting on it. So I showed these last time as a brand new cast on as well, and I was right down here in the ribbing. So I had finished the ribbing and then knit a few inches of the yarn. So I don't think I can get this on. Yeah, I dropped a stitch. It's all right. I might drop another one. Nope, didn't. All right. But that's how far it is. I think I'll probably go to here. Maybe.
Like another inch and a half.
Yeah, I think like where my arm starts to widen out. Now these aren't for me, they're a gift as well. But I'm not going to take them all the way up there. But it's so soft too. Both yarns are super soft.
That one is actually
Cashmere, yep. Eek. And Daphne made this progress keeper.
Yeah, I got the charm from Hobby Lobby. They might still have it. I don't know. I got it not that long ago, you know, so.
Oh, I didn't tell you what needles I was using. All right, I picked it back up. I am currently using, I think it's a 2 for this one.
The other one was a 6.
2.5, US 2.5 3mm needle. And the other one was a 6?
I looked at it.
Oh, okay.
I was curious.
Okay. So, and that's it. That's everything I've worked on.
I have one more, and this is, I'm excited about this. Anyways, this is in my Target bag. But, so that's not exciting. But, I decided, so my husband came up to me, and he's like, when are you gonna knit my sweater? I'm like, I don't really want to. It's the So Basic, and it's a fingering weight sweater, and my husband is very tall, very broad shoulders, and I have like 300 something stitches on my needles. That does not sound fun. And again, it's just stockinette. So, we were watching Laura from Penrose Knits. Was it her Patreon videos?
Maybe.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so she's knitting her husband the Moby sweater. And I was like, by Petite Knit. And I was like, that is so cute. I mean, like, you know what I mean. Like, I like it a lot. So it comes in men's, women's, kids, and baby, I think. I might be wrong on the baby. But it different patterns, but same design, basically, just done differently. So I decided I'm going to make him it for Christmas, because it's a worsted weight pattern, and I think I can do it, even though it's got a lot of cables. But so this is not where I am. So it's got that, like, it's just so detailed. And this is so much more fun than stockinette right now.
Mm-hmm.
Plus he likes green. So his other sweater is a more basic raglan sweater that is more practical for everyday wear, which I should probably knit for him. But we'll
Especially
get there.
since he keeps asking you about it.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Which is even better because I'm knitting him a blanket too. Also taking forever, but that's okay. In green and gray. So if I make him a green sweater and a gray sweater, then a green and gray blanket matches. Anyway, so I'm knitting the extra large size on a US. It's on the other one. I believe it's
9 5.5 millimeter needle.
My daughter is yelling. But so I have finished the short row section, and
it's real life, people. This is what our life is like.
she's okay. She is not hurt. I promise you. She is just yelling because she is a sassy little 3-year-old girl. But anyways, so I don't know how long I need to knit down, but I do need to knit down quite a bit before I can go back and pick up the shoulders for either side. And so we have compared this to one of his sweatshirts because it is drop shoulder design, so the sweatshirt is more of the same fit as this one. So, and it's like perfect. It actually goes like almost over, right? I think it will. Once I actually start adding more to the bottom and then add the front pieces, I think it's gonna be a little bit bigger than that sweatshirt, which is kind of what I want because I know if it's too tight, he's not gonna like it. So this one is getting there.
Mm-hmm. It sure is. And what yarn is it? Did you say?
This is Pound of Love in the olive color. And like I have a pattern printed.
She had to. It's like a 12-page pattern. 20-page pattern.
It's a 20-page pattern.
Uh-huh.
And it's charted. So I do print charted. So generally. And I generally just print the chart. But since there's so much detail in this pattern, I decided to print all of it other than like the chart for the smaller sizes because there's 2 different charts. So I only printed the larger chart. But this is yarn tag. And I bought this on Amazon. Pretty excited. And it's supposed to be a complete secret from him.
He doesn't know yet.
He doesn't know at all. So. And he generally doesn't ask me, oh, who's that for? You know what I mean? So I'm not too worried about knitting it in front of him either. Plus I knit everything oversized for myself. So I think I'll be able to get away with it until I get to knitting the body actually. And then he might question it. But I don't know. I'll have to see. But I mean, like I've said it before, he works at night. So he sleeps in during the morning. So I have at least the night when he's not home and then the morning when he is asleep. So I have plenty of time to knit on it. But I also have to finish my daughter's kiki bag and my head thing for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to finish my niece's sweater soon because I've already knit all of my kids other than Isaac a sweater and my sister's blanket for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So
a little bit about plans there.
Yeah. Those are my plans. Those are probably what you're going to see from me for a little bit. Oh, and one more Christmas gift, actually, that we'll show in a second.
Oh, okay. All right, so while we were at the Yarn Maven in Smyrna, Delaware, I saw a sample of this knit up, and I had to have it. And it was her Fall Festival. So if you made a purchase, you got to pick like a discount, like a pumpkin with a discount on it, and in the bag was 30% off. I got it.
I told her she should have given it to me because I bought more.
I didn't know I was going to get 30%, you know?
You picked your pumpkin at the register.
Yes, at the register. So, you know, you didn't know how much you were going to get off. But I saw this sample knit up, and I had to have it, I decided. So if you bought the yarn to go with it, you got this pattern for free. And it's nice. So I saw the hat and the mittens both knit up. They were hanging there.
Mm-hmm.
And it is called Bumble's Hat and Mitts by Lynette Meek. It's Patagonia. Juniper Moon Farm. Patagonia. So it's got charts in it and everything. Let me see. Is there another picture I can show you? Just back here. So, but it's got bees on it. It is so cute. So I purchased Patagonia Organic Merino in the smoked colorway. This is a rusticy feeling wool. It's 100% wool. It's non-superwash. So it's not too rustic though. I mean, like I will be able to have it up against me, no problem. And then the Patagonia Organic Merino hand paints. And this is the contrast color. So I plan on, because I don't really wear hats, I plan on using the hat pattern as a guide to knit it as a cowl. Or maybe I'll just knit mittens. Maybe I'll knit 2 pairs of mittens. I'm not 100% sure. I think I want to knit the cowl. But if my daughter sees the mittens, she might want them too. I don't know. But anyway, Elizabeth of Holly Press Fibers, she liked the pattern too. But this yarn, she's a bit more sensitive to yarns than I am. So, am I holding this upside down? I am.
I didn't notice either.
So this yarn was a bit too rough for her. So she picked out some other yarn to make it.
Wasn't it a Barocco?
I think she picked out 2. One was the Barocco Tiramisu. Is that Barocco? Barocco Tiramisu? And the other one was the Jedifra. Jedifra that I'm knitting my ranunculus out of. But she picked different colors.
Yeah.
So.
They were pretty. They were like more leaning brownish, right? I feel like, yeah. Okay.
Very pretty. And the Jedifra, I don't know how to pronounce it. Metal tweed has like this metallic thread going through it, and so hers will be, or mine will be muted. Hers will be like dressier. Like I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah.
So that's what I purchased.
Okay. I bought a sweater's quantity. I only brought one of them up here, but I did buy a sweater's quantity of Barocco Ultra Wool DK in this color. I don't know the actual color.
It's on the sticker. She puts it on the sticker.
There's a sticker. Oh, driftwood. And you'll have to see what I do with that later, because I have plans for it, but I don't really want to talk about it yet. But then
it's a secret.
It is a secret until I start it. But anyways, so I bought yarn to knit Chris socks.
My husband.
So I have a goal for next year to not purchase yarn.
I didn't know this.
Yes, you did. That's why I was making this purchase. I was going to order this yarn, but not this exact yarn similar to this.
That's right.
From Webs.
You want to knit all from stash next year.
I do. So, and I knew I wanted that sweater's quantity because I wanted to do something very specific with it. And I needed a more neutral color that was very basic. Like nothing, like not much to it, basically. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So, that was the perfect yarn for that project, and I didn't have anything like that.
But if you get like gift cards or something for your birthday,
yeah, that's different.
That's different. Yeah.
Or like, basically, I just want to cut the yarn spending so much because I have 27-ish sweater quantities and sock yarn. I don't need that much. Anyways, but then her husband likes knitted socks, and that's something easy to do for gifts. So I bought him.
And all winter long, he wears his knitted socks. So.
And he does like DK weight socks, and that's like my favorite thing to knit. But so I bought him sock yarn for Christmas this year, Christmas next year, and Father's Day. What about his birthday? What do we do for his birthday?
Let Holden figure it out. I don't know.
He won't. Anyways, so I bought 3, basically, for him. So these are my colors. These are all upside down. No, they're not. Just 2 of them. Anyways, so these are the colors.
Barocco vintage and the fingering.
Wait, yeah.
But you're gonna hold it double.
So these are all gonna be held double, and he doesn't.
Are you gonna marl the colors, or are you gonna just hold the?
These will be held double on themselves.
Like
with themselves. So these are the colors, and so do these have stickers on them? No, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Where? Oh, right there.
This is Tide Pool. So pretty.
Douglas fir,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's probably black.
cast iron.
Cast iron.
But anyways, so can we tell his color scheme?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so these are what I'm going to knit him. And they're all going to be held double, which means, let me tell you how much yardage there is actually, because I don't even know. It's 437 yards. So I can knit myself a pair of fingering held double socks. No problem, right? But he wears what? A 13, 12, 13, something like that. Men's, I wear 7.
He wears a 12, yeah.
There you go. So I have these yarns already in stash. Again, can you tell what colors he likes? So I had paired these two together. This is a Lux Merino Loops and Threads.
You already
gray.
knit him a
yes,
pair of socks
he
out
has
of
a
that?
pair of socks out of this yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Mason has a sweater out of it. So I have, this yarn goes a long way, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So those will be paired together. And then these minis are from Mesa Skeins.
Are you going to hold those together?
These will be held double because they're 20 gram minis and that won't be enough to split.
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe that will be enough yarn, hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
for heels, tails, and cuffs. And he doesn't have any with contrasting, does he?
I don't think so.
So I feel then green and black. So this is a mystery skein. I don't know. I don't think that's West Yorkshire. My other one was.
I don't know what this is.
I don't think that one is.
This was on the discount table
Mhm.
at the yarn shop.
So it's just a mystery,
Mm-hmm.
50 gram sock yarn.
Mhm.
So those will go together too.
Those would be
So
pretty.
those are my friends.
Oh, I forgot. We also got to, if you were like the
Oh, I
first
forgot about
10
that.
of the day or something like that, you got to pick a mini
I got one
of
too,
sock yarn.
but I pulled mine out and forgot we got those. Mine was yellow.
Well, I think we all walked in the door at the same time, and it was only like 2 people left for the 10. But she said that everyone that walked in together got one because she's sweet like that.
That's funny.
So that's sock yarn. And then one last purchase that I made it from Walmart.com, by the way. So the last purchase I made, my crochet blanket, I've been using this yarn that Daphne gave me. And I want to make a big enough throw for like the family room. And she gave me 3 and like a half, 3 3/4 cakes of Lion Brand Mandala. And this Warlock color. Yeah. So I went searching to see if I could get some more. And I found it. So I bought 4 more cakes of it. Here. I bought 4 more cakes of it from Walmart.com. So that's it. Not super exciting, but I'm happy that I'll be able to complete my throw with all the same yarn. Even though they're not the same dye lots. But
it's a stripy blanket.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, so life update.
Life update. And what have we done?
What's going to happen in 2 days?
Oh, my birthday.
Daphne's birthday is in 2 days on the Saturday. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and then my daughter's 7th birthday is next week. And then my husband and I will celebrate our wedding anniversary the next day. She was born the day before our 20th wedding anniversary. So it'll be our 27th wedding anniversary this year. And I still feel busy and like I've got a ton of stuff to do. However, I had blood work done and my iron levels came back real low. So now I'm supplementing with iron and I'm starting to feel a little less tired and less overwhelmed. So is that because my iron levels are increasing? You think so?
Probably.
Because I'm just as busy as I was. So, but anyway, that's it. I don't think
she's known she needed iron anyways. You're acting like it's a new thing. It is not.
I struggle with iron. Okay, I struggle with low iron. I don't think I've ever been diagnosed anemic. I mean, if you have low iron, does that make you anemic?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It does. That's what anemia is, okay? I'm borderline anemic, and I take iron every day. I take the low dose.
I take iron.
Actually anemic, and she doesn't take iron.
I take iron like a couple times a month. Most of the time. A couple times a month.
if you're anemic, you generally need more iron though, like every day.
Anyway, my doctor's been so nonchalant about it. Yeah, take it. And I don't know. It just felt like. Anyway, my friend says, she's a nurse. She says that I didn't think it was important because my brain wasn't getting enough oxygen, blood oxygen to it, so I couldn't think properly. But anyway, I'm taking it every day now at the dose that I'm supposed to.
I've been telling her she needs to just take her iron too. Because I know I'm borderline and I've taken iron since Paisley. When I was pregnant with Paisley, and she's 3 now. So, and I feel fine. Like, you can tell, like, if you're anemic or borderline like I am, you can tell a difference when you're taking iron and you have the right amount when you aren't. Because I feel bad when I don't. Like, I feel very sluggish when I don't take it.
I was like napping every afternoon on the couch, and I just thought it was my age.
Yeah, she's like, I'm getting old. Let me take my nap.
I'm 47. I need naps now. Anyway.
She's not that old.
No, I don't think 47 is old, but you know, I was using it to my advantage. Don't bother me. I'm going to take a 20-minute nap. Anyway. So I'm taking that, so I'm starting to feel better. So, but all right, I think that's it.
Yeah.
We probably need to get back to the family.
Yeah, Holden's got to leave in a minute.
No, okay.
He probably left. I don't know.
All right.
Someone is down there with the kids, whether it be Holden or Ralph. Yeah. One of them are down there.
I need to make sure Thomas is awake so he can get to work.
Is that not the shower?
Oh, yes, that's the shower. All right. Okay. Anyway, we'll see you probably in 2 weeks. Probably.
Like we said, we don't really have a schedule anymore. You'll see us when you see us.
Yeah, when you see us.
Yep.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.